right, we're back at it. Chicago Bears 80 overall versus Tennessee Titans 79 overall. We'll go ahead and get this one started.
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. Jacoby Brissett and the Tennessee Titans taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is
there. Let's see if it'll still play it when I put it in broadcast mode.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
And just a few years after the Bears made a big move at quarterback, taking Mitchell Trubisky,
the game
they
is
did it again this year, moving from number 20 to number 11 in the draft to select Justin Fields out of Ohio State. This offense was just 26 in total yardage last year, so they needed some production. Justin Fields, 63 touchdown passes his last 2 years at Ohio State. They're expecting him to be their guy for the future. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first
and 10. Is he like the only one that drafted their quarterback to their proper team?
Now a college star here in Tennessee, Cordero Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From just shy of midfield, Fields. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Titans defense right there, though. They might complete the passes, but they right there.
Throwing on third down, Fields. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38, Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
7 yards, the pickup there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw is Fields. In a double cover, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career, and remember, only in his 2nd season. The future bright. Working with his 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Fields. And this is caught by Watkins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Going deep here for Watkins. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. On second down, it's Patterson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Fields now to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown Bears! Sammy Watkins, 32 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading him out in his 6th season now from NC State, it's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed. Played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea
that
they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Brissett.
Oh, it's going to be a holding.
He's got more complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Oh!
Traffic and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
What a surprise.
Set up shop at the 40-yard
Diggs.
line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
One play action, Fields. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Fields. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Here's Fields. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, it's 9-0.
Bears driving.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Mostert. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, The body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. Brissett sets to throw it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Brissett.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play action now. Brissett. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. To throw is Brissett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap. Fields in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Here's more on the return. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Are you serious?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On now is the Titans punter. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. On first down, it's Fields. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From just shy of midfield, Fields. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was looking good.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fields. That's complete to Slayton. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd down at 4. Fields throwing again. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it,
or something.
I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well.
That knee looked down.
And it turned out to be a touchdown against them.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brissett now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Wow.
And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Yeah, I looked down for 2 seconds.
And
They
Charles, look at the
fumbling the
big
ball.
fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Yeah, he went down this time.
Elliott on for the extra point.
That was out.
And the lead is now 24. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
That was crazy.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Brissett, and that is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. Brissett from the gun on third. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And let's look at their passing game, more specifically their receiving game. These guys have been great out wide.
I'm with you on that one. We'll look at it and we'll enjoy it and actually marvel at it. These guys are making every catch possible. Boy, have they been fun to watch in this game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt,
somebody need to hold on to the
return,
ball.
and it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical.
And he's going to be
Oh my
intercepted for the third
gosh.
time thus far. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
That looked like them interceptions that be throwing. People batted in the air, pick it up.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their
Yeah,
own
that's
territory,
crazy.
which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones, his second
y'all
sack
get
of the
a
night.
takeover
They
or
started the third
something.
quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. To throw on third down. Fields. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So
Yeah,
first
we
and
definitely
10,
seen a
and if they
blown
score on
lead.
this drive, might have to start
That
digging in
Lions
our
and
second
Colts
half
game.
blowout material. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Slayton. And
It
able to
almost
break
looked like
one
this
tackle,
score,
but then
really.
quickly brought down. But a nice little
It was
gain.
like 31-3
7 yards to pick up
into the
there.
third.
Simple
They
drag
came back
route
and
here,
beat 'em.
lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On second down now, it's Patterson.
Wow.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's a pick.
And that's going
Oh,
to be
couldn't get that.
incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. On second down, it's Patterson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On third down, Fields on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tennessee offense set to go again. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Right back to Pitts again. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense.
He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. To throw on 3rd down. Fields. He'll buy some time right. Gets through, and now an opening. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54's Mike.
Back to throw. Fields. Catch made by Slayton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Forced out to his left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Hill. And he's got it.
And Titans only got 2 points.
Dan Arnold. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears add on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans now just about ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base,
yeah,
they bring his jacket out
fourth
to him to keep him warm.
A
lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Oh, he threw off the back of his foot. Oh.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
GG's. Definitely been GG's for a while.
Back to the air, Mond. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's Mond. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle
yeah,
is made
you've been doing your thing for them.
Decent gain on the scramble.
And this is your base game plan. You didn't even submit a game plan.
But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs. Because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. Oh, good move. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, That means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it
Let's
off on
go
first down.
defense, turn up. Y'all didn't count them to 2 points. How much more you want them to turn up?
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead,
this is not the offense
down.
for the Titans.
2nd down, here's Mond
Yeah,
again.
do something different.
Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, here's Mond. He'll swing this out to Moss. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Greedy Bears for sure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mond.
That was a nice little cross.
Hands of his receiver Moore. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yep, if I'm Titans, I'm starting Mod and building them up.
Now Mond. And down he goes.
That was a bad play,
right
but
around the 41-yard line. The inside linebacker,
gotta
Danny
be better than
Trevathan,
Jacoby,
gets the
right?
sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mond. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Whoa.
And that will be
Oh, it's gonna be
incomplete.
another pick.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Mond. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Here's Mond. They're going for it. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Yeah. Mike 56. Go. I'm here all day.
They'll begin on the ground with Clement. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. This goes out wide from Madison. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I would just want to score.
With a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
I would not want to end this game
pace
with
that he had on the
2 points.
pass. That required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mond looks to throw. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mond checks that one down complete to Moss. The Titans on 3rd down.
Yeah,
it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
But he is playing against the 2nd unit.
Rolling to his left.
Better get down. I knew it. I knew it was going to be a fumble. He need to slide. That's crazy.
To the 41-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run with Gibson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
All right, next up, Eagles versus the Jets.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Scratch
And
that
they were
plan
buoyed,
if you
Charles,
the
by a big
Titans.
second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Nashville, good night, everybody.
Jones got that safety. Take a look at the Bears. What's up, sports dude? You ready to move over to the Eagles versus Jets? Alright, so I'll be right back up. You guys don't go nowhere.